All right, what's up, guys? We're back. The real league is back. You know what I mean? Today we're gonna be talking about the Brooklyn Nets, the drama that's plagued the Nets and everything. Yesterday we got news: Steve Nash gone. No more Steve Nash. He's off the team. They fired him. And then we get reports of Ime Udoka being the next head coach for the Brooklyn Nets, and he has some stuff going on right now. Yeah, it's looking very bad for the Nets. You know, the team is 2-6 right now, 2-6. Expected them to come out and actually do some crazy stuff. Not even crazy stuff as like this is only an 8-game sample, but I at least expect them to be like 500 or plus 500. You know, at least like give them a gelling period. You know, Ben Simmons is coming back injury. You got all these different pieces coming back. You know, Kyrie's actually going to be playing this season for like the full season, hopefully. And it just hasn't looked good. Hasn't at all. Last night was a really bad game for Kyrie himself. Kyrie's in some drama himself also. Yeah, don't mind my cat, my fault. You know, he just came up here with me. But, yeah, it's a lot of drama going on with these Brooklyn Nets. KD is the only positive outlook on this team at this moment. We just seen Steve Nash get put in a terrible, terrible situation where he had to actually come in and try to be, I guess he tried to coach, but you really can't coach a lot of, you can't coach ISO ball. It's really hard, especially with Kevin Durant and Kyrie. Two players are ISO heavy. He did the best he could. It was a terrible situation. You know, I don't think he expected Kyrie to be out all last year or to have to rely on KD and then injured James Harden the year before that in the playoffs. You know, he expected his whole team to be healthy. I think if they're healthy 2 years ago with James Harden and Kyrie, they're most likely the final winners instead of the Milwaukee Bucks. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. My biggest question is, will Steve Nash get another job as an actual head coach? You know, we've seen him like with stints like with the Warriors and stuff like that. He's like been, I guess, an assistant coach. And I just wonder if he's going to get another head coaching job. I couldn't see him getting another one just based off of how that just went. But at the same time, I could because it's Steve Nash, a two-time MVP, someone that's led a team deep in the playoffs. But yeah, they're thinking about signing Ime Udoka. That's a crazy signing. I mean, he's a really good coach, but that baggage sometimes it could mess up everything in a sense. Because there's a chance. I wouldn't be surprised if the NBA actually took action upon him and did some more fining and maybe even suspend him longer than what the Celtics initially suspended him for, because that's really big news and everything. And then you have Kyrie. You don't know the outcome of Kyrie. Supposedly he said some things that were not too family friendly to a certain group of people, and or he posted some things that weren't friendly to a group of people, which isn't the best. You know, Kyrie already has like an eye on him. Everybody's watching him. Anytime he does anything, people are going to point it out. So with him doing that, you don't know if the league might suspend Kyrie now. So there's might be a couple suspensions coming for the Brooklyn Nets. I just don't know where they go from here in a sense of you get Ime, but you still have, no offense, but Ben Simmons. And then there's reports of Ben Simmons even being included in a trade for a Western Conference team. With a Western Conference team, I don't know what team that would be. I couldn't think of any team that would want him right now the way he's been playing. It's looked very bad. He's just, even though Ben Simmons isn't a main ball, or you don't even have to have him as your main ball handler, you at least want him to play good defense. And he hasn't played none at all. Like, it's probably been the worst defense we've ever seen from Ben Simmons. I mean, he's playing defense because don't get me wrong. He had like little stints where he's playing really good defense, but then he comes and averages like 4 fouls a game. Like it's getting consistently bad that it feels like he's fouls the whole time. And don't get me started on the shooting. He still hasn't improved at all. Missing layups, missing open dunks, passing out of shots and stuff. Just still looks very like he's trying to get back in his rhythm. And obviously they're going to need him to be in his rhythm for them to actually make a finals run. Or everything that happened last year will happen again. A team will 4-0 sweep them. And I expect them to make the playoffs at least. But a team will 4-0 sweep them if they don't all gel and, you know, get back to Ben Simmons and stuff. You have, like, this is a really deep team if you actually look at it. Like, You have Royce O'Neal. You have Joe Harris, Seth Curry. Those are like the three, I guess, role players that you can say. Nicholas Claxton, he had a good game the other day. I think he's been playing really good defense. I think it was against the Pacers that he had really good defense. He had a couple blocks and stuff. So Nicholas Claxton, obviously, you got him. The only position I can say they're really weak in is that center spot. You don't want Nicholas Claxton, no offense, to run all your minutes at the center spot. But if you have to, I would go pick up a better backup. You still got people like Boogie on the market. You got Dwight Howard. You got some bigs that can pick and roll a little bit and pop it a little bit. Not to say Dwight Howard's the most reliable shooter, but DeMarcus Cousins can shoot. So you got stuff like that. They definitely need to look into that instead of trying to trade Ben Simmons already, because there's just no point. There's no reason for it to happen. I think they still got, they have time. Don't get me wrong. They have time. We knew it was going to be either Steve Nash or I believed it was going to be Steve Nash before Kevin Durant, because why would you trade a once in a generational type talent away before you fire the head coach that you can just go get another one like Ime Udoka, who just happened to fall in their hands in a sense. Kyrie, I don't see him going anywhere. There keeps coming out with reports of Kyrie getting traded, Kyrie going this way. I don't see him getting traded unless something he does is very crazy and they just need him off the team. Like he's throwing everybody off. But I'm saying all that to say, hopefully the Brooklyn Nets get it all together and they make it work. And we'll see up in next upcoming weeks how it goes. Peace.